This one's going to be a bit of a reflection on my 4 months in online business. I know people normally do reflection videos maybe a little bit later in their journey, maybe at that 6 month, a year mark, but I thought might as well just get one done because, I mean, I don't know about anyone else's stories to the same level that I know about my story, but I feel like my 4 months has been like pretty hectic for sure. So I just want to share a little bit about that. Maybe you can relate to it. Maybe you can take stuff from it. Maybe you can learn from it. I know I'm going to have fun watching this video in a year, 2 years, and see how far I've come in those, in that time period. So I wrote down some notes that I just want to kind of hammer home and talk about and riff on. And again, these are all my personal anecdotes through my journey, my personal experiences. I'm not in any way telling anyone what the best way to do something is or what the worst way to do something is, what to stay away from. This is just what I went through personally and what I plan to do to mitigate those moving forward, and kind of what I wish someone would have told me. So the first thing that I had to learn the hard way a couple times is to really just over communicate with your clients. And that can either be clients who've actually signed or clients who are just kind of in that like cold to like lukewarm phase where they aren't actually that interested in your service, but people that are inquiring about it. Now, you just have to over communicate, like to the point where you feel like you're annoying them almost. So a couple clients I had kind of right at the start of my journey. So I went into it, started my business, thought that, you know, it was going to be quick, right? All the gurus online. Oh yeah. 1 month, 10K, 2 months, 20K. Like, it's just not the reality of things. And I knew that going in, but a part of me was like, oh, what if? Like, that'd be kind of cool. It's just not how it goes, right? Or for very few, at least, for a very small percentage of the population out there. So I went in to it with one client at the 1.5, 2 month mark of starting Proxy AI. Over the moon, so stoked, obviously. I'm like, how did I get a client already? I ended up building them a really great product that they still use to this day. And however, at the start of our journey together, they almost stopped working with me because they thought that there was a lot of delays in the project. They thought that I wasn't following through, when in reality, I was just building it like crazy, working around the clock. And I just wasn't communicating that with them. And there's obviously no way for them to know that without me verbally telling them, sending them an email, shooting them a Slack message. So communicating with your clients to the point where you feel like you're annoying them is something that I'm going to do moving forward. And another point I wrote that goes along with that is to like literally just build automations for yourself. And I have a few that run some internal processes at Proxy. However, I wish I'd built them way sooner. Like, I only built them this past month. So I went 3 months using make.com, using Python scripts, writing some JavaScript code, building web apps without actually automating these things myself, which is ridiculous. Like, people would think that, you know, facing inward to yourself would be the first thing that you do, and then you build outwards. At least that feels logical to me, but I didn't do that. And that cost me a couple clients early, not building those systems, not building out good processes within the business. So that's one thing. Build automations for yourself if you're an automation agency, that is. And if not, like, hire an automation agency, hire a freelancer, build systems that run your business, and then you can focus on higher level tasks. So over communicate. That's the first thing. Note to future Eli self. I've started doing all these now, by the way. The second thing is, kind of going along with the whole thing about the gurus telling you it's easy, is that in reality, it just takes a really long time to win. I don't really like saying win. I mean, it's so ambiguous, like what is winning, but to succeed in this game, it's years and years and pain and just brutal battles, and it takes a while. It just literally just takes a long time, which is why it's so important, as cliche as it is, to just fall in love with the process and just keep going, right? Entrepreneurship is the highs and lows. It's the ups and downs. If it was just stagnant, steady all the time, like say you were just at 5K, 10K a month constantly, and you were just flatlining, maybe that's okay with you. Maybe that's all you want. Maybe you're not interested in kind of furthering things. However, inevitably, when you're focused on the journey, not the end goal, stagnation doesn't normally happen for too long, because ideally, if you're focused on the journey, you're focused on building products and connecting with people. And when you build products and connect with people, if they're good, then, you know, you spike and you go up. And then maybe a few clients come off and you go down, but then you go up again. So it's kind of like a sine graph. It's always up and down. It's never stagnant, really, or at least it shouldn't be. And I don't want it to be for me moving forward. I want to be really sad some days and over the moon other days. I think that's just part of business, the roller coaster of business. Especially with online business, right? Like a few of my parents' friends, few of my friends' parents have businesses, brick and mortar, local, in the town I'm in. And it's been cool seeing them do their thing, run it. You still have to have a sound operation, but the online business thing is just wild. Like, obviously, it's where the future is, and it's where you should be if you want to scale and, you know, deliver maximum value to the maximum number of people. However, yeah, it's been a fun landscape to learn about so far, for sure. And the next thing is, it kind of goes along with over communicating with clients, but it's literally just describing my service at nauseum. Like, anyone who's interested, just go overboard describing the service or, you know, the product or service that we're building them, because I'm not quite at the point yet where I have a big enough personal brand to kind of automatically vet clients. Now, I know that there's like Clay is a great automation system. It's like looks at the website URL and determines if they're a good fit to work with you or not. Like, I know that there's services out there, softwares out there that can actually determine if a potential client, if a prospect is a good fit to work with you. But I don't know what their determining factors are. I don't know what their filters are. So it helps to just have a brand, or at least a bunch of content, so people can look and go, oh, that's what this guy builds. Yeah, I need exactly that. And then just that step alone saves a lot of back and forth with you and the prospect. They know kind of what they're getting into. Maybe you built something on YouTube and they're like, I want that exactly done, right? Easy. So a personal brand is ginormous. I wrote personal brand equals more qualified prospects, because they have a sense of what they're getting into. And they feel like they know you a little bit, right? They've watched some of your videos. So going into that initial discovery call with them, that first sales call, is way less awkward, right? I'm still not great at those, like the sales call, the discovery call, something I just started doing 3 months ago, right? For my very first client. So that's also been a really fun journey. I'll make an update on maybe how I am at those, or how much better I've gotten at those in, like, you know, a few months or whatever, a year after so many of them. But practice makes perfect, right? At this point, it's funny. I'm like, I keep telling my friend, I'm like, yeah, I don't even care about new clients. I just want more sales calls. Like, I just want to practice. I'm going to record the sales calls, watch them back, you know, like when Messi hits a banger, like, you know, he watches it back. Maybe you got to see how you play on the pitch to learn from it moving into the next game. So record your sales calls is another thing. Yeah, setting realistic expectations in business and for your clients. It's kind of the duality of it. You want to have it be so clear what they're getting, write it in the contract, set the deliverables as accurately as you can so that there's no disputes down the road. Again, something I had to learn the hard way. Just embracing continuous learning, always thinking about how, when you deliver that product, when you deliver that software, what could be better with it, without sacrificing user complexity. So like I think that it was the CEO of VoiceFlow. He was talking about every new feature you add to a product enhances the complexity and the functionality of it. However, it takes away from the user experience because it's just another button to click. It's another tab to open, blah, blah, blah. So you need to find a balance between functionality and user friendliness, but also have it do all the things you want. Like, it's a tough battle, which is also why you need really great UI designers. Always most important piece of the puzzle. But just setting realistic expectations, right? And inversely, for you and your business, that literally just means telling yourself that it's not going to be a month till you like get your dream client or do this or do that, till you buy that watch. It's not going to be a month. So you need to just get realistic and fall in love with the journey. That's probably the biggest thing I've learned so far. Just to be realistic and fall in love with the journey. And now I'm embracing that, and my mindset's shifted, and it's feeling a lot more positive these past few weeks moving forward. Yeah, another thing about the whole continuous learning thing, improve your mind, improve your product, improve your service, improve your systems, your SOPs, always. However, probably an even more important piece of that is always improving your body, whether that's physical, mental, spiritual, all the realms of health with your body, right? There's that old saying, it's like a healthy man wants a million things and a sick man just wants one thing, to be healthy again. So that's massive. Going on runs, which is something I've been doing for years now, a couple days a week. But I want to kind of double down on that. Going on runs, trail running, hiking, gym once in a while, calisthenics just at home, a few push-ups, pull-ups, just stuff like that. Getting out, touching grass, like just not being a big nerd sitting inside. Literally very important, very, very important. Clears your mind, sets your mood, helps you think better, all that. It's so important, and the differences are super tangible for sure. Yeah, that's massive. And then, emotional aspect, just the highs and lows, which I already kind of talked about. Embracing those fully is something I need to start doing more. I've started to do it, but I'm still not like the best at it. I'm still like, what the fuck? Why am I doing so bad? Like, it's not going well. I'm flatlining, but then it goes up and it goes down. It's part of the process. And another just kind of note to self is like, just see when I want to seek clarity and I'm not very confident, maybe some imposter syndrome is creeping in, and I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, it doesn't feel good right now. Hanging out with animals and hanging out with kids are the ultimate like truth-seeking mechanisms, and meditation, of course. I haven't done much of that. Maybe I'll make a video on how that goes for me, but animals and kids are just so truthful and honest, and there's no filter behind them. So, I mean, they aren't gonna tell you how to scale to 100K a month, but that's not why you hang out with them. You hang out with them just to get that sense of curiosity back that we all lose a little bit. Some of us lose it more than others, but we all, as we grow older, just lose it a little bit, right? And when you hang out with those kinds of people with no filter and are just so transparent and honest, I find at least that I get that sense back a little bit, and then I bring that into business, right? It's the whole magenta man theory. So if there's a flooded market, if there's an oversaturated niche, and everyone's red, let's say, everyone's red, sorry, in this saturated niche, the accountant niche. Saturated, there's a million agencies going after them, right? They're all sending the same scripts. They're all doing the same cold calls. They're making the same videos, all these things. You don't necessarily have to be blue. You don't have to do a 180 and be completely different, although in a perfect world, that'll probably get you further. All you have to do is turn like 45 degrees and just be a little bit magenta change your offer slightly, hop onto cold calls, a little bit different. Pattern disruption, disrupt their patterns with emails, send funny subject lines. You just have to be different a little bit, right? And for me, whenever I hang out with kids or animals, that is like, I feel like I'm better at that. I'm better at pattern disruption. Like one of the little guys in the neighborhood where I'm at, he like just got a hockey net or whatever. So I was out like shooting the puck with him or whatever. And, it literally just gave me more clarity with business. That's it. That's the video. 16 minutes, probably too long already. You probably clicked off after 2 and sick of my ramble. But again, I'm not making this video for you. I'm making it for me, for future Eli. So what's up, future Eli? I'm excited to see what my bullet point list looks like in the future, what I'm worried about, what I'm not worried about. And yeah, just keep going and just keep enjoying the journey is the big messages there. Okay. I'll probably record another video today actually, but yeah. All right. See you guys.